Hey everybody, Pox700, and today I have the number 8 update for Chuck. So, this update I have a lot to talk about. So I suppose I'll just hop right into it. Also, first I'm gonna get on to some good news. It's mostly good news for this update. So, I finally got the stupid video editor working, the video editing software working. So now that means that this video is probably going to have a little bit of editing to it, and that means I can also get some run videos finally. Like at first, I didn't really want to do run videos because it would be kind of boring with no editing. So, but now that that's working, I can edit. So, but now let's get on to the car. Take the body off. I was running with this body a little bit. It's really beat up though. You'll know that from the number 2 update, I think. Anyway, alright, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the back. The springs. I put my VG Racing springs back on the back. I just wanted something a little bit more responsive for the back, so I chose the VG. Still got the stalkers up front. So yeah, and I really like that setup. 55 weight in the back, 50 weight in the front. Pretty nice suspension. So yeah, next thing I'm going to talk about is a Zippy. His pack's been working really well. I have 17 cycles on it now. So, and I also figured out that 4200 milliamp rating is very true. I got 4210 milliamps on the recharge, so that's good. They were definitely being honest there. So, as of this time, I have 5 cycles on the Gens Ace and 8 cycles on the Skylight. But I keep tracks with little tally marks on the bottom of my packs. So yeah, and also I'm going to talk about the Skylight a little bit. I actually found out that so I like to do break-in packs with my LiPos just so you can get them up to their full capacity. So I'll just do 5, the first 5 packs. I'll just sort of only take them down to half charge and charge them at not as fast as they can be charged. So with the Skylight bulb, the first time I hit the cutoff kicks in, and so I look, and so the lights flashing red. So I look at the battery, and one cell says 3.52 volts, that's a decent cutoff point. That's a little high, but that's fine. Then the next 2 cells are like, one said 3.08, 3.33 volts dead. So that was really weird. We had a 50 megavolt drop. So I found out after a couple tests, it wasn't as drastic the next couple times I tested it, but after the tests, what would happen is, after about 3.65 volts, the last 2 cells would start discharging faster than the first one. So, not as high C rating. And I have my very high-tech way of figuring out if this is puffed. This battery's not puffed at all either. It's fine. If you go like this, you can actually hear the battery flopping around in there a little bit, so I know it's not puffed. But anyway, that's all good. It's been giving me great performance. So yeah. Also with my tires, you may be able to see these things are completely bald. I've got a little bit of tread here, other than that, completely bald. So also, and speed run. I was saying I was going to do that speed run. Didn't work out. The first time I did it, I stripped a spur gear immediately. Here's that spur gear. 76 tooth. I stripped the whole entire thing. It's completely stripped. And then the next run, one of my tires blew off the bead, so yeah, but here's what I do know, guys. I did not get my 70 miles an hour because I didn't really get to do the run, but I got 41 miles an hour at just a hair over half throttle, so I do not doubt this thing. I'm sure it can do 70. Anyway, I also stripped an 83 tooth off a big jump I made. I made a pretty cool jump. So I'll use that for the run video, but yeah, it's destroyed. Right now I just have another 76 in there, but yeah. Other than that, oh yes, also of course, the Jaycos. They speak for themselves. There's nothing left. They're just gone. There's no tire left, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But so I'm just gonna be using these for now. But those are working great. They don't get any traction in the grass because they're bald now, but I don't really care. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about was that I finally have enough money for the Axial EXO. So hopefully, if all goes well, I might even have that by the next update video. You might see some unboxings and stuff for that. Yeah, nothing is really broken other than I stripped those two spur gears, and I also, a wheel nut fell off. Forgot to tighten a wheel nut, so my wheel flew off when I was bashing it, and so, yeah, I had to go get more wheel nuts. But other than that, everything's working great. But yeah, like I said, 41 miles an hour, just a hair over half throttle, so I'm definitely convinced this thing could do 70, maybe even 80, because I had 4176, not 31, 4176. So yeah, what else? Also, all of my shock shafts are bent. You know, I mean, the suspension is still pretty plush. I mean, it doesn't really interfere with the actual stroke of the suspension, but when I have the motivation, I might get the big bore shocks. But right now, everything's running great. Also, I tried the subcultures. You may be able to see them in the background. Right here. Those, yeah, I tried to get the hex hub that's stuck in there. That's why I had to get new tires. You can see that hex hub stuck in there. I tried to get it out by melting it out. Yeah, that didn't work. It's still stuck in there. It's worse than ever. So, yeah, that happened. What else? The fan is still working great, so I'm not sure what it really does for temps because I can't even feel that thing when it turns on. But yeah, also, you know, the chassis. I've got an aluminum chassis on here. If you don't know what that is, you should watch my first update. I actually started the updates with this chassis, but here, I'm going to show you. You see those little two corners on the back there? Those actually spark when you come down from a big wheelie. It's really cool. I hope I can show you guys on the run video if I can get footage of it. Sometimes they spark. It's really cool. Okay, anyway, what else has happened? Yeah, it sparks. I lost a screw for the gear cover, so I just had to make a little makeshift replacement. The wire mesh is all good, although it kind of came off there, so that wire does not have it. Other than that, yeah, I'm going to be doing some editing videos. You're going to see more run videos coming up. And I also got... Wait, what was I going to say? Ah, dang it, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, also, I got new bearings. They are not rubber-sealed ones. They are metal-sealed bearings. And I almost rusted one, actually, so this thing isn't really, you know, they do not like getting wet, the bearings. So everything else is waterproof, though. Also, I'm having a little bit of trouble with these screws on the top that hold the shocks in. The shoulder screws, they tend to really like backing out, so I don't really know. Yeah, like I said, 8 runs on the Sky, LiPo 5 on the Gens. But yeah, everything's been working pretty well. I haven't really had anything go wrong with it, anything major happen. Yeah. Still have the shock guards there, but yeah, the EXO should be here very soon, and I'm going to have Savox servo, and I'm gonna put a Savox servo. All I really need is a servo, some pinion gears, some paint, and a couple cooling fans. I'm going to put cooling fans on it because I'm using the Volinion system in it. Why am I using a Volinion system, you may ask? I know I told you guys about the story about the Volinion system in a previous update, but I actually have an extra Volinion system right there because, okay, so it's a really long story that had to do with warranty. The fact of the matter is, it'll take a long time to explain. Pretty much what ended up happening is Traxxas, I ended up getting another free Volinion system, so they pretty much sent me this thing for free, so I just had it laying around. And also, if you look up the EXO, almost I've seen tons of people on YouTube who have this in their EXO, so why not just use that? So yeah, that's all good. I'm going to use a 2.4 gig receiver. I found another one, and I'm just going to use the model memory to do everything. But yeah, I lost the antenna cam too. I lost that actually a while ago. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about for this update. I might make a little posting on my channel feed if I get the speed run in. But we'll see. Yeah, my car's really dirty right now just because I've been driving it a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's happened, really. Still haven't gotten the light, so. But yeah, expect to be seeing another update in the next couple weeks. So yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.